Ladies and gentlemen, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'm just delighted to welcome you to Let's Play Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate HD. That's a very long name, so from here on I'm gonna leave out the first subtitle. It's really only there to make sure the consumers know that this is the sequel to the 2010 reboot Lords of Shadow, and not the original Castlevania canon. Let me just take care of that. That's better. On that note, I feel obligated to mention that I've previously done a full LP of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, including both DLC chapters. And, if you're interested in watching, I'll put an annotation link to the first episode of that playlist right here. As for Mirror of Fate, this game originally came out in 2012 exclusively on the Nintendo 3DS handheld platform. Then, in October 2013, this HD remake of it was released on Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Network, before finally being ported to PC in March 2014. Now, where Lords of Shadow was clearly intent on being the next God of War, Mirror of Fate is a bit more of a traditional Castlevania experience, by which I mean that it's a side-scrolling action platformer where you explore a world built on a grid map and do battle with creatures of the night. In terms of story, it takes place 25 years after the final DLC ending of Lords of Shadow. Gabriel Belmont, once the hero who saved the world, has long since completed his transformation into the vampire lord Dracula, and it seems the plot twists start before the plot does with this particular game, because going by the marketing materials, it seems that at some point before their lives descended into abject tragedy, is the best way I can think of to describe it. Gabriel and his beloved wife Marie had a kid we didn't know about. You'd think that would have come up at some point in the first game, seriously. Either way, a quarter of a century later, Trevor Belmont is all grown up and ready to be our new protagonist. He's a member of the Brotherhood of Light, the same monster hunting organization Gabriel once belonged to, and it seems that he knows that Dracula is Gabriel, because he's sworn an oath to kill dear old Dad in order to avenge his mother's death. That's some curiously incomplete knowledge he's got there, but instead of picking apart the story before we even begin, I'll just mention that apparently Simon Belmont and Alucard are also playable at some point in this game. And, since I don't know which of their presences makes less sense in these circumstances, instead of commenting on that, let's just get on with business, shall we? Unless I happen to get a call on my cell phone. You know what? I liked that intro so much I'm gonna use it anyway, jump cut and all. So, I'll just set that. Noticed I forgot to do that when I was looking at the, footage. I'll also mention that, apparently because it used to be a 3DS game, this game has a lot of 3D moments, you know, stuff jutting out of the screen and what have you, even though no version of this game is compatible with 3D TVs. Just something to look out for. And, if you've never seen one of my video series before, I'm doing this blind. I'm going to record myself playing the game for the first time ever, and you guys get to come along for the ride. Got it? Great. Then with all that out of the way, let's play Castlevania, Mirror of Fate HD. Oh, here we go. Choose normal if you've played Castlevania Lords of Shadow before, or think yourself good at combat games. Levels will contain some checkpoints, and progress will be saved during boss fights. The minimap will have all navigation aids enabled by default. If you're new to the Castlevania Lords of Shadow series, ooh, ballsy, and would prefer an easier combat experience, so you can concentrate on the story, please select Easy. Levels contain lots of checkpoints, and your progress will be saved during boss fights. The minimap will have all the navigation aids enabled by default. If you've played Castlevania Lords of Shadow before and want combat which offers a challenge, select Hard. There will be no level or boss checkpoints, and by default, all minimap navigation aids will be turned off, although these can be re-enabled in-game. If you're a fan of Castlevania Lords of Shadow and want to face a brutal combat experience, select Hardcore. There will be no level or boss checkpoints, and by default, all minimap navigation aids will be turned off. Let's just stick with normal, shall we? Oh dear. Oh! Oh, Gabriel. Oh, come on, Marie, it's been one night. Like, not a woman, never been pregnant, but I'm pretty sure you don't know the first night. Hey, who are these guys? They're not wearing Brotherhood robes. Yeah, and I'm in control. Can't jump or seem to really do anything. No map? I'm guessing that's what back does. Well, that works. Alright, let's just go then. Roll in with my crew. Oh, awesome. Oh! Combat cross, motherfuckers! That's actually a really good depiction of Gabriel. It's like really on model. I'm kind of surprised. Press X for direct attacks, Y for area attacks, and press A to jump. These sound familiar. Alright, one of your homies died already, but... Nope. Ow. I'll forgive them for, Oh, you killed my boys! I remember it was kind of a point of contention last time that you had to hold a trigger and move the left stick to roll instead of just using the right stick, which wasn't really used for anything. You know, I guess that they just wanted to be different from God of War. Just checking. I'll grant him that. I'll grant the dodge roll in this one. Because one, it's only in two directions, and two, keep in mind, this was originally made for the control set on a Nintendo 3DS. Eat a dick! Ooh. Oh right, he has the scorpion thing. Ah! Ah, jeez! Oh, this is gonna take a bit of getting used to. I may be totally badass. But for the time being, Gabriel Belmont is still mortal. Shank! Oh. Is Gabriel Belmont gonna have to smoke a bitch? He is! Ow. I think I seem to be invincible. That's the same combat cross he destroyed at the end of the Resurrection DLC, isn't it? And that's a great big fucking monster! Ah! What the fuck?
Is this the best the pathetic Brotherhood of Light can say?
Well played, Gabriel. What is that, a Pokeball? Oh my god, it is a Pokeball. So that's why he was there, huh? Pan?
You have seen it, Marie. The mirror has shown you Gabriel's fate. You must protect the child from his father. Trevor and his lineage will be the only ones capable of facing him in the future. Your son's survival is the only hope for humanity. We will come for him at nightfall.
You assholes knew! And so it was that Trevor Belmont, son of Gabriel and Marie Belmont, was taken from his mother's arms as a baby and raised in secret by the Brotherhood of Light, a secret Marie would take to her grave, Gabriel never knowing that he had a son by her. Although Gabriel later defeated the Dreadlords of Shadow, Gabriel fell into darkness as foretold, becoming Dracula. Now atop his colossal mountain fortress, he delivers his war upon the Brotherhood and mankind. Trevor grew to manhood, oblivious of his true lineage, and had a son of his own, Simon Belmont. Our tale begins here, many years later, for it is through the son of Trevor Belmont that the deeds and courage of the father can be revealed, and the tragic fate of the Belmont clan laid bare. Act 1. Simon Belmont. 57 years later. Okay. I guess I was off about that, but...
Run, Simon! Don't stop!
He's got the Mirror of Fate with him. Whoa. That's a regular old whip. You stay here. Alright, you can toggle the mini-map. Don't know why I would want to do that. Fuck this. Alright, now I'm mortal. Cursed Village. Oh god. Inventory, Simon Belmont. Simon lost both of his parents when he was young. His father went to Dracula's castle and never returned. And his mother died protecting him from Dracula's wrath and fury unleashed upon the Brotherhood fortress that protected his village. Lost and alone, he was found with the mountain tribes of Wallachia and raised as one of them. Having reached maturity, this fearsome barbarian, the son of Trevor Belmont, is finally ready to avenge his family and destroy the rule of the dragon forever. Well then what the hell was all the marketing stuff talking about Trevor for? And how is he going to be playable if he died all those years ago? Beast Hunter. Simon's whip is made from various animal skins interlocked, forming a tightly woven pattern. It is often used with the tribesmen of Wallachia. The leather is then reinforced with fragments of metal, which maintains its flexibility, yet it is strong enough to rip through armor, wood, and flesh with ease. Just scroll down here. Stomp. Alright. That could be useful. Wonder if he even knows that he's using the same kind of weapon as his grandfather. Oh, you unlock these at levels instead of buying them with points, okay. Bestiary, nothing. No ducking. Oh right, Gabriel probably had a bunch of skills unlocked to begin with. God damned zombies. You have just earned some experience! Increase your experience level and unlock new skills by killing enemies. I can't grab these guys, or maybe I can't grab yet. That doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh right, that was a dodge move. You know, it's like someone's shooting. You jump in the air and someone's shooting a fireball at you. Now you're not in the way. Oh. I swear to God, guys, the game made it sound like it would be about Trevor Belmont trying to, the marketing stuff made it sound like... Alright, I can get that. Something about Trevor Belmont fighting to kill Gabriel and avenge Marie. Man! Not only did the Brotherhood guys... The Brotherhood guys used Gabriel. They knew all this horrible shit that was going to happen to him. They knew he was going to become a vampire. But they didn't even so much as tell him because they wanted him to save their sorry asses. What even is that? Oh, dude! Dead Brotherhood guys. You can like search them. And, you could search them and find like gems and scrolls and stuff in the first game. Even he crosses himself, I think. It was the elderly, then the men. What? Periods look too much like the commas in this. It was the elderly, then the men, women, and children, until there was not a single person left standing. Not long after, the tombstones began to move. Neither the hard oak wood nor the heavy stones of their graves could prevent the return of the dead in the world of the living. Collect Dead Knight's scrolls to also increase your experience level. Right. That's what I thought that would do, just wanted to make sure. Lever! Buddy, you kinda got something there. Let me get that for you. You have obtained the throwing axe. Press B to throw it. Press and hold B to charge, then release to throw for a more devastating attack. Oh, shit. I've only got, like, 5 of them. Oh, 4 of them now. Down? Yes, down is the right button. Someone threw his head at me. What kind of messed up nonsense is that? Eat a dick! Nope. Okay. Then I guess we'll continue with Simon Belmont's journey. What's new? Oh yeah, throwing axe. Alright, fine. The throwing axe is the perfect support weapon for a barbarian of Wallachia. Extremely useful against flying creatures and devastating when charged. They are capable of breaking reinforced armor, and it can even knock down bigger foes. As I was saying, I think the first episode went pretty well, and I guess we'll continue with Simon Belmont's journey into the night in the next episode of Let's Play Castlevania, Mirror of Fate HD. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you then.